Hello and welcome to lesson 1 of the Basic Music Theory course. In this lesson I'm going to show you how to find the key signatures or the accidentals to every single major key that uses sharps, which is 7 in total. Now the key to this rule is remembering the Father Christmas gave Dad an electric blanket line. That's the important one to remember. How do we use that? Well, underneath it tells you count back a letter in the musical alphabet. Okay, so count back a letter in the alphabet. Okay, so let's have a go at a few examples of this to see how it's done. We'll try D major to begin with. Okay, so you're looking for the accidentals to D major. First thing to do is to count back a letter from D. Okay, so the letter before D is C. Now that tells you the last sharp in the key of D major. The last sharp in the key of D major is C. Okay, if that's the last sharp, then D major also has an F sharp, Father Christmas. So D major has two sharps, F and C. And just to show you what that looks like written on the musical staff, I'll use the treble clef first, probably the most popular one. Okay, so the F sharp comes first and the C sharp comes second. So not only does this rule tell you exactly what accidentals every major key that uses sharp has, it also tells you how to write those sharps in what order. Okay, so the F sharp always comes first and then the C sharp will come second. Let's try it in the bass clef, so it'll be a little bit different because we're using, I'll just rub that out, draw a better bass clef than that. There we go. So it'll use different lines and spaces obviously because we're in the bass clef, but you still have the F sharp that comes first, followed by the C sharp. So there's the key signature of D major using the treble clef and using the bass clef. Okay. And the way that I found that is just count a letter back from D to find the last sharp in D major. And that was C, which means that D major has two sharps, F and C, Father Christmas. Let's try another one. Let me rub this out and we'll try another one just for practice. So say we're looking for the key signature of E major. Just do the same thing as before, count back a letter from E and you get D, the last sharp in the key of E major, D. So that means that E major has four sharps. It has F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Father Christmas gave Dad. Okay, four sharps. And again, same thing as before, it tells you in what order to write them. F sharp first, C sharp second, G sharp third, and D sharp fourth. In the bass clef, it will look very similar. F sharp first, C sharp second, G sharp third, and D sharp last sharp. Okay, so that's basically it. That's the sharp rule. But as I said, it only takes care of major keys that use sharps, that have sharps in them. So I'll just write those out for you just to show you how that is done. There's another rule that we use for the flats, another simple rule just like this for the flat rule. It's actually easier and it takes care of all the flat keys that use, all the major keys that use flats I should say. And there's another rule that I'll show you on how to find the minors. Okay, the minors are a little bit harder because there's an extra step that you have to use. So basically there's three rules to find in every single key signature, and it'll also help you find every single scale. It'll help you with intervals, it'll help you with triads, it'll help you writing four-part harmonies, everything. Okay, so these three rules will help you, and this is the first one, the sharp rule. Okay, so it will help you find, the sharp rule will help you find the key signature of G major, which has one sharp, count the letter back from G. It's F, the very first one, so it's the last sharp and it's the first sharp. It'll help you find D major as we've just looked at. So count back a letter from D and you get C. So D major has F and C. It will help you find A major. So count back a letter from A. Now, this is a almost a trick one. A lot of people, when they first start doing this, they think Z is the letter that comes before A in the alphabet. But remember, we're actually using the musical alphabet. In music, it only goes as far as G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that repeats and repeats and repeats for forever, I suppose. So there is no such note as Z. So if you count back a letter from A, you're going to hit G. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then back to A again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So the letter before A is actually G. So A major has 3 sharps, F, C, and G. It will also help you find E major, which we've already looked at. Count back a letter from E and you get D. So F, C, G, and D. Also B major. Count back a letter from B and you get A. So that's 5 sharps, F, C, G, D, and A. F sharp major. Count back a letter from F sharp and you get E. So F sharp major has 6 sharps, F, C, G, D, A, and E. And I wonder if I can fit the last one in. C sharp major has all the sharps. Count back a letter from C and you get B. So C sharp major has F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. Okay, that's basically it. C sharp major, suppose you could remember that C major has no sharps or flats. C sharp major has all the sharps, and you could probably guess what C flat major has. C flat major has all the flats. So yeah, C sharp major has all the sharps, and I'm just going to draw that to let you see what all the sharps look like, how they're written in order. So F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. That's in the treble clef. And in the bass clef, F, C, G, D, A. I wonder if I'm going to fit this in. E, just about. E and B. Okay, so that's what the sharps will look like in both the treble and the bass clef. Okay, so if you wanted to write the scale of B major or the key signature, I should say, sorry, of B major, let me see, just rub those out and rub those out. That's B major. So you can see that it follows the same pattern for every single key. You're just adding an extra sharp each time. Take that sharp out and we're back to E major. Take this sharp out and we're back to A major. Take that sharp out and we're back to D major. And take that sharp out and we're back to G major. And take that sharp out and we're back to C major. Okay, so it may take a wee bit of time to get used to this, but if you have any problems with it, always just give me a call or give me an email in the contact section of the website. So hopefully this has helped you find all the accidentals for all the major keys that use sharps. And as I said, I'll show you the flat one in the next slide, the flat rule.